for coming back to my channel. I am so glad to have you guys here. Well, today is a very high requested video. You guys always ask me about the LPN program that I attended here in Columbus, Ohio. So I am going to give you all the tea, all the scoop, everything that you need to know. Those of you who do not know, my name is Ashley. Those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Ashley. I am an LPN, been an LPN for 4 years. Before I was an LPN, I was a STNA for 12 years. I am licensed here in Ohio, and I work at a geriatric rehabilitation center as a charge nurse. So, the program that I attended was Columbus School of Practical Nursing. Columbus School of Practical Nursing is ran by Adult and Community Education, which is a ran also by Columbus School of Columbus Public Schools. The school is located at 2323 Lexington Avenue. It's a 12-month program that is divided into 3 trimesters. So I graduated in the class of 2015, and I'm going to insert a picture right up here on one of the sides, which I think it's right here. I'll insert a picture of my class 2015, baby. Woo woo. Just a brief overview of the program that I attended. It is a 12-month program, as I have already said. It is consistently accredited by the Ohio Board of Nursing. When I say consistently, I find a lot of schools that are not consistent, and a lot of schools that you go through the program, you're almost done, and then the program is not accredited anymore when it's time for you to graduate, and you can't sit for your boards. I have never heard of any issues with this school and their accreditations. Now, I could be wrong, but I have never heard of them, so that's a plus. Also, financial aid is available to those who qualify. Now, if you do not qualify for financial aid, you can pay trimester by trimester, so that is a plus. How do you get into this program? One of the reasons why I chose Columbus School of Practical Nursing is because there was no waiting list. And I needed to get into a program, finish the program, and get right to work. So that was very important to me, so I did just that. To get into the program at the time that I went, all you needed was a GED, high school diploma, IDs, and social security card. You were required to take an FBI BCI background check, which I paid about $65 for, I believe. You needed your shot records. I got my shot records from Children's Hospital. So I went to Children's Hospital and requested my shot records. They gave them to me, and I took them there. If you do not have your shot records, all you have to do is basically, they have like a checklist. I think it has varicella shot, the TB shot, hepatitis B, and then all you need to do is get a physical. If I missed anything, please forgive me, but you do need shots, you need a physical, you need TB test, stuff like that. You also are not required to take the hepatitis B. They very much so encourage you, because you will be in clinicals working with people with all kind of, germs. So you can waive it or you can get it. You also need your CPR, your BLS healthcare card, which I got mine from the American Heart Association. I went, it was just a one-day class, but it was like kind of all day. You also have to pass your Hesi exam, the Hesi A2 entrance exam. They have it at Columbus State, is where I went to get into the program. You have to pass that test with a 75% or greater to get into the Columbus School of Practical Nursing program. The test was about 4 hours. And each part of the test is about 1 hour each. And it was like 50 questions on like all of the tests. I believe it's the same way now. It was like 50 questions and you had 50 minutes to complete each test. And you had to get an overall score of 75% or greater to qualify for the program. If you already took your Hesi test, I know some people had already took their Hesi test, but the Hesi test had to be taken at least 2 years. Like, it couldn't be 2 years old and then you're trying to apply. So if you took it within the 2 years, you scored a 75% or greater, this step you can skip, because you know your test has to be within that 2-year frame, and then if you got your 75%, you're good. So another thing that the school does offer is a bridge to nursing program, which prepares you, that program prepares you for the Hesi exam, which I highly recommend. They also, I saw on their website, they had, at the time that I went, I don't think they had it, but they do have a Hesi study guide that you can download. It's a big plus, they have that, but I do highly recommend that you go to the Bridge to Nursing program, because it really helped me out. And I believe the classes were like 3 days a week for about 3.5 hours or 2.5 hours. You completed, you know, whatever it is that you needed to complete, and then after each, like maybe you'll work on reading for 1 week or so, and after that they will test you. You will have a test and it will determine your success rate on passing the Hesi test. I did utilize the Bridge to Nursing. It was ran by Mr. Matt Kramer at the time that I went. Excellent, 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 excellent. I cannot say excellent enough. Mr. Matt Kramer is the bomb.com. Shout out to Mr. Matt Kramer. I passed my Hesi on the first try. I did not have to go back. It was him that really helped me, because I had been out of school for, at that time, I graduated high school. I was supposed to graduate high school in 2003. I ended up graduating with my GED in 2005. So then I went and took this Hesi test in the late months of 2014, I believe. Don't quote me. So I went and took that test. Mr. Matt Kramer was the bomb, and he also does the pharmacology in the nursing program. He's not a nurse, so he doesn't do the pharmacology, like the vocabulary part, but he does the math portion of it, which he is great. He does not leave anybody behind. When I say this man is awesome, he is awesome. So yes, if it is not good for you, you can go to the online and print out the stuff for the Hesi test and study that way. So the school does do advanced standing, where you can transfer credits. I believe you can transfer like A&P nutrition, A&P 1 and 2, which is anatomy and physiology 1 and 2, nutrition, and I think that's it. And you have to have completed those with a 75% or greater, and you have to have had it within the last 2 years. So tuition is the big thing that everybody is talking about. So when I was looking for a school to go to, and what made me really choose this school was the financial part. That's a big part of going to school, especially nursing school. Nursing school is not cheap at all. So when I was looking for a school to go to, this school was highly affordable compared to all the rest of the schools in the Columbus, Ohio area. I had already wasted a lot of money on nursing. I had went to nursing school twice, and I kind of gave up. But I'm not, you know, downing people who go to medical assistant school. If you want to be a medical assistant, all the power to you. But if you want to be a nurse, don't waste your time going to medical assistant school as I did. Medical assistant school is usually 1 year and they eat you alive with the finances. I wasted so much money doing that, trying to take an easy route out, but really I wasn't. I was taking the hard route. So I really encourage you, if you want to be a nurse and not a medical assistant, to go, if LPN is the route you're going or RN is the route you're going, don't go for medical assistant. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of money. It is a scam. In my opinion. That's just my opinion. I know everybody else got their opinion. Don't come for me in the comments. My opinion is that is a scam. You will waste so much money on medical assistant school. It's just ridiculous. Oh, well, that's exactly what I did. I wasted money going to medical assistant school. So I needed something that was not, you know, and also I had started school twice, which I had to pay back little money, but, well, thousands of dollars is never little. $1,000 is not little. So I won't get into what I wasted, but I wasted a good chunk of money on going to school twice, then not finishing. Then I went to medical assistant school, finished, and so much money was wasted. So I needed a program that was the cheapest and the fastest for me. So I went, the tuition there at the time that I went, it was like $15,000. I looked on the website today and the tuition is still not, you know, expensive. Very, very affordable. It was like $15,900 to go to the school. So if you look around, like at Hondros, have Ames, Hondros, Fortis, those schools are way more expensive than Columbus School of Nursing, and I don't think they provide, well, I can't say because I haven't been. I went to Hondros. I do not think they provide the quality of teaching that Columbus School of Practical Nursing provides. A lot of people choose those schools because they have the fancy things, they have the fancy labs, but let me tell you, they're going to charge you for all that fancy. They had to pay money to put that fancy in there, and they're going to charge you for it. It is not necessary, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But if you want to do it, do it. It is all up to you. I'm just here to give you the knowledge. So yeah, the school was very, very affordable. First con was in the tuition, books and your clinical uniform was not included. So what I did when I was in nursing school, I bought used books. I bought books from Amazon that were used, which were very cheap compared to the new. And I also bought books from the class that was in front of me. They would sell their books. So whatever books I couldn't get from the class that was in front of me, I would buy my books on Amazon. Save so much money. So much freaking money. Also with the uniforms. You can get how many ever uniforms you think you need for clinical, but I only purchased one. But let me tell you something. When those dollars start flicking, even to get in nursing school, dollars are pouring out. Those BCI, FBI checks, those shots if you need them, those application fees are not cheap. So any way that I could, you know, save money in nursing school, I did it. So that was one thing. I did not need 3,000 uniforms to go to clinical. So guess what? I purchased one uniform and I made it through school. So, and my uniform was clean and presentable. I believe that you're good with one uniform. Other people would disagree. I completely think you're good with one uniform. And I saved a lot of money. So another big con, and if you can get through this situation, like I said, the school is worth it. The hours suck. I'm just gonna put that out there. They worked fine for me, but I can understand why they wouldn't work for other people. The hours was from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. So I can understand why that wouldn't work for, you know, people who are working full-time. They have a whole family at home, blah, blah, blah. If you can make it happen for 12 months, make it happen, girl. It's a sacrifice, and everything that's worth having is a sacrifice. So I quit my full-time position at my same facility and I went PRN. So when I had that strength, or I had, you know, that time, I went on ahead and went to work. But I gave myself the option. Some people, they just decreased their hours to part-time. Other people, they went full-time and they had kids. They had a husband at home. They had, you know, everyday life that we have. Even single mothers did it. So my thing is this: if you go to this school, have a good, strong support system. Let people know that you're going to school. Let them know that you need help. Use resources in the community. I use, you know, financial aid from my local Job and Family Services. I am not ashamed. I used it. I also use, you know, food stamps, Medicaid, cash. I used, I went to my housing authority. I got some assistance with housing. I went to my local church. I got assistance from there, local pantries, all that. I had to make a sacrifice to do this. So don't think that nursing is not going to jack up your life. It was a whole boom bang. It jacked up my life. It turned me upside down, turned me inside out. I didn't know if I was coming or going some days. I didn't know if it's embarrassing if I was going to brush my teeth or wash my ass someday. But I made sure that once I started this program, because I had been through this already, once I started, I was going to finish no matter what anybody said. No matter what came upon me, nothing. So you have to go into nursing school with that attitude. You're going to finish. You're going to get that piece of paper. You're going to take your NCLEX. You're going to learn as much as you can to make you become successful in the program. So that is my tea on that. I just told you guys how I manage. I also use, like, I did take the maximum amount of grants. I took the maximum amount of loans that I can take. I took the maximum amount of everything. So at the end, I had money left over. So when I did have, like, I might have $2,000 left over in a trimester, you get paid at the end of each trimester with the money that you don't use. So I used that money to help me pay my bills. So that basically concludes this video about my nursing school program. I hope this video was very helpful to you guys. I always get questions asked. The biggest question that I get that really disturbs me, and I believe it's a question of fear. A lot of people who have not been in school they have this mentality that they are not smart enough to go to nursing school. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't particularly have that thought, but I had a fear that I wasn't gonna make it. But it wasn't the thought of I'm not smart enough to make it. I don't know what it was. But a lot of people be like, I don't think I'm smart enough, or I think I'm too old. I had a 65-year-old grandmother, 2 of them. No, actually it was 3 of them. 1 of them left, but 2 of them graduated and became LPNs. So please, 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 never let your age or how long you've been in school. Like I said, that Bridge to Nursing program will bring all that information back to you. Mr. Kramer is the bomb.com. Nursing school is all about commitment, studying, staying focused. You cannot have too many distractions. So if you have a lot of distractions here, there, and there, delete them now before you go. That is the key. That is the key. I was very, very successful in nursing school, not because I was smart. I studied. I studied, I studied, I studied. If I didn't get something, I asked. If, you know, I didn't get something, I will ask my classmates, I will ask my teacher. I study hard. Not because I was smart. I mean, I'm not dumb, but I'm not the brilliantest person in the world either. So please do not let that stop you guys from going to nursing school thinking that you are too dumb, you are too old. None of that. I get that a lot, and I hope you guys, whoever is watching, pray your way through. Have a successful 12 months. Most of the programs, the accelerated ones, are 12 months. Go get your stuff, girl, and you will be so happy, girl, boy, whoever. You will be happy that you did it. The sacrifice was over when I blinked my eyes. So go out, leap out on faith, pray, 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 and you got your stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Any of you guys who are on my channel who went to my nursing school, please share your experience and how it helped you, or if you went to any other nursing school that you would recommend in the Columbus, Ohio area, or in any area to anybody that would be watching this. Please, please, please do comment and let us know. Thank you very much, and I love you guys. Mwah!